guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are ready for this dupe alert review. If you want to see if you can save $44 on a product and get the same results, keep watching. Pause this now and look at it and tell me which one you think is the e.l.f. primer and which one is the Tatcha. And this is the right. Which one do you think is which? Okay, so we're gonna start out with some skincare because I have pretty dry skin. With like pore filling primers, I get nervous that it's gonna cling up on my patches here, and yeah, so we don't want that. So I'm just gonna start out with a toner. This is the Ole Henriksen Balancing Force Oil Control Toner, and I did say I have dry skin, but this is really good for shrinking your pores. I have noticed a really big difference ever since I started using this, and I only use it once a day, so I'll use this toner in the morning, and then I'll use another toner at night. The way I found out about this toner was actually from Desi Perkins. She said that it cleaned up a lot of her texture, and so I was like, I need it ASAP. And so I ordered it that night, and it has done just that for me too. This is the Belif Moisturizing Eye Truth Balm, and the reason I put eye cream on before moisturizer and normally before serum is because it has a bigger molecule size than moisturizer and serum, and so that is why it needs to go before. Next we will be going in with the Watermelon Brightening Serum from Chloeqmakeup. And as you can see, this is really loved. It only has a little bit left. And then I'll have to get a new one. Go ahead and push that upwards because we don't want to drag down because that can create premature wrinkles. And don't rub, pat, because the same thing, it can create wrinkles. And then last but not least is our moisturizer, and I use the Embroylisse Lait-Crème Concentré. I don't know what, not that, but it's the moisturizer from Embroylisse, the worldwide known one that every makeup artist has in their kit. I use this on all my clients because it gives hydration without being oily. It's a really good moisturizer, and it works as a primer as well. No? Okay. So what you clicked on this video for is for these babies right here. And y'all, the things I had to do to get this little primer. This thing is only $8. I had to pay a lot more than that to get it off of eBay because it is sold out everywhere, but it still was less than this bougie expensive primer. This is a whopping $52. $52? I would have never bought this before because of this price, but I wanted to try it for you guys to see if it was really worth $52. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the Tatcha primer on my right side and then the e.l.f. primer on my left. So I'm gonna go ahead and pat that in. I like to pat pore filling primers in because it really just like soaks in. That sounds horrible because you don't want product to soak into your skin, but trust me, it just fills in the pores perfectly and it leaves you with a flawless base. But see, there's no cast or nothing. You can't even see the primer at all, which is really good because that means any skin tone can use it. Off jump, I feel like the Tatcha side looks a little bit drier, which concerns me because I do not want my skin to be dry. I just want my pores to be filled. That's why we moisturize so heavily and put on all that skincare. And I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation over that and just getting my base started. And side note, I try not to apply too much foundation onto my nose because I like to conceal on my nose, and if I put too much product, it just seems to get really oily throughout the day, and then all the product just rubs off. And so less is more when it comes to your nose. Remember that, especially if your nose gets oily. Okay, so this is how it looks after foundation. To be honest, I actually think so far, like, yes, you can still see my pores, but this outside is just so much less dry and it looks less cakey. Because with the Tatcha side, I honestly think it looks a little cakey around my mouth and like right here, which is really weird because I don't have a ton of texture. Like, yes, I do have texture, but not to the point where I can see it like looking like this far into a mirror, and I can see it from here. So I don't know, that's really weird. Alright guys, so I just applied my concealer and setting powder, and looking at it in the mirror, I'm honestly surprised because this Tatcha primer is now back in the race because it actually doesn't look as bad as it did before. But that also could be the powder I used because this powder is godsend. I'm just gonna apply my bronzer, my highlight, and my blush, and then we'll come back for the final verdict. I'm just using the huge Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH02 brush. It's the best bronzing brush ever. Okay, so after my bronzer, I like to spray with a setting spray after every step after you apply your powder and concealer, because it honestly just makes for everything to be really seamless and look blended all together. So I'm gonna go in with the spray. So we're gonna take the that is messy. The Anastasia So Hollywood Illuminator. They don't sell this anymore. They need to come back out with it. I don't know why they ever took it away. It's one of their best highlighters. And then I actually like to take the Skindinavia, the makeup finishing spray, and spray that over the highlight and the bronzer and everything we just did, because if you start to use the Morphe setting spray too much, it'll kind of like slip and slide, and I do not recommend this for oily skin. You will look like an oil slick, but for someone with dry skin, I love it so much. This is such a good setting spray. It will lock everything in, but I'll show you my favorite waterproof, sweat-proof setting spray at the end, because that works on all skin types and it is the GOAT of setting sprays. Okay, and last but not least, here is the GOAT of the setting sprays that I was just mentioning before, and it is the Blue Marble setting spray by SELR. I'm guessing they mean like SELR, and it's a water-based film setting spray, so people that work on movie sets and people that just need to have their makeup on 24/7 all day, well, not 24/7, but for a long time, you get my point. They love this product, and I picked it up for my kit, but I've been using it for myself as well, and it's so nice. Now, some people may think the like sprayer is harsh, but it might scare you at first, but don't be alarmed, it's okay, it'll be fine. Okay, so I am back, my lippy is on. I just used the Dose of Colors Iluvsarahii collab in the shade Fresa. So, final verdict, let's look. I think the outside looks a little bit less dry and cakey still. This side looks more porous to me, which is weird because in the beginning they both look pretty neck and neck, but until I put the foundation on, it's like the foundation just like separated the Tatcha primer, and I'm kind of confused because every YouTuber raves about this primer, so I don't know, maybe they just have a different experience than me, which is obviously very likely because everyone's skin is different, but I really like the e.l.f. primer, and if it's in stock anywhere near you, I highly, highly, highly suggest you going and getting it. Don't pay a ridiculous fee like I did to get it, because I mean, you may as well just get the Tatcha primer then, but I don't think the Tatcha primer is worth $52. I really don't. And I love Tatcha. I love their skincare. I use it on all of my clients and on myself. But I don't really like the primer. I mean, if you guys like it though, let me know, because I would love to hear like how you guys use it. Maybe you use it differently than me. Maybe I shouldn't have patted it in. Maybe I should have just rubbed it on. But again, I don't like rubbing things on my skin because, I mean, I don't want wrinkles. So anyways, I hope you guys like this review and dupe alert. So let me know what you guys want to see next. Let me know if you want to see me review something, or if you want to see a tutorial on anything on my Instagram, which will be right here. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, share, and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, because I will be posting more, actually, like consistently. I don't want to jinx it, so let me knock on wood. But hopefully I will be posting consistently, God willing. Yeah, so make sure you turn on the notification bell and keep looking out for new uploads, because they will be there. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!
Long walks on the beach in April. Yeah, I promise, darling, that I'll be